What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Back on my little C10 project. Show you what we've got done since last video. Got the factory fuel lines off of my donor truck, so I can use the factory lines here. The O2 donor truck throttle cable fit nicely in the truck. Got all of our accessories on. AC compressor. Gonna have to do a little bit of a notch to clear this line right here. And shifter is in. I don't know if you can see that sucker. The low car shifter hooks up to the factory spot right there and goes down to the transmission. And then I've got the factory donor truck transmission lines right here and here. They're ran back to the transmission. I just need to hook them up. I've got the fuel lines ran to the back, had to shorten them up some, have the factory donor truck fuel filter. I just need to put my little adapter fittings on to go for rubber hose to my tank, and we're putting this thing together. I'll bring y'all along and show you what I'm doing. All right, check it out. I'm gonna show you how I got my lines under here. So here's the factory bracket off of the O2. I took the exhaust hanger bracket off right here and have that bracket there. I'm gonna make me a little bracket back here using this O2 line clamp. It's got a little 13 millimeter on it. There is the flex in the line right here. It runs up to the clamps on the transmission right there. And then there's another clamp up there at the back of the engine. That's how the factory lines go in there. So from here, on these two lines, so these two lines from here will get an adapter fitting on the end of them, and my rubber fuel injection line will run right up into the tank right there. So there's my little factory line clamp on right here. Just need to make a little bracket that comes off of this body mount here probably. And you will have to unbolt this to pull the body mount out. It's gonna come right up in the factory line location behind here. So let me get to making me a little bracket here to bolt this to. I am out of thin sheet metal, like some 16 gauge stuff. So I've got this old rusty Kramer square, but it's got a nice thickness for a little bracket for these fuel lines. So I'm gonna clean this up, cut this up, and weld together a little bracket for it. So check it out. Nice, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We made pieces out of cardboard. Got our holes marked on the bottom. Got our hole marked right there. Now we're gonna go transfer this onto the metal, make our little bends, tack our little piece in there, put it in. So we got our little bracket put together. See? A little bit of weld for a little brace on that side. The top hole to the body mount goes up there, and the little bracket for the lines goes at the bottom. This, oh, focus. Not gonna focus, but you use this little tool right here. This thing threads onto it on the top. You stick it through your hole like so, and you give it a squeeze. Oh yeah, there we go. That's it crushed in the backside. And then you can take a little bolt and you can bolt your little bracket on without having a nut and a lock washer and all that crap sitting around. But now I got this little piece done for my fuel line bracket. Doesn't look bad for some scrap metal. So we're gonna put this in the truck. So let me show this to you. So you can see my little bracket comes off here goes down here. This little bracket here, my 2 fuel lines come off, my fuel filter right here, go to there, and then I got 2 little adapters so I can run my rubber hose up right where the factory lines come across this top cross member right here and over into the fuel tank. So there's my little bracket. Sweet, got them on there, buddy. I got some Earl's Performance. I think it's Earl's Performance. They got some real nice wide hose clamps that have a little bolt and a stud on them, little nut and bolt. They're gonna do a lot better job at clamping these lines. And this will be higher pressure rubber line going from here and tails up to right here. And this is the factory fuel lines. I'm gonna pull these out of the way, but they'll just tailor up right here and go right into the sending unit underneath there. So this project is done for now until I get my hose clamps. Now we're gonna move on to the transmission cross member. This is a great angle for an interview, huh, Wes? Wes, you like that?